Isn't those beautiful?
Yeah, isn't it? See, yeah, oh wow. China. This is, he was a janitor here.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania College. The battle, because there's the retreat, right? You end at the retreat. Here's some bullets, Jim. Did you see those? This was recovered from the seminary building.
China 1916.
Yeah.
Renovation.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Buford's View Gallery.
Several of us students went up into the tower of the building.
Oh, we were just up here.
Huh? Yeah.
It was the view we had while we were up there.
Yeah, but
This is
the
morning.
morning.
Oh, that. So
Yeah.
This is the Calvary.
So are both those carbines?
Yeah, like
Okay.
two different kinds.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Two different kinds. You're right.
One's a Sharp and then the other is a
I don't know.
Merrill.
McPherson's barn door.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was that farm over there.
Yeah. So all those holes, is that from being hit?
Yeah. Like some of the, yeah.
Multiple bullet holes.
There's a mini ball in there, right?
Oh.
Is that a nail?
It looks like a
That's
screw
a nail.
or a nail.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. Well, they were made good back then because it didn't shatter it.
No,
You know, I just
poor
went,
little cows.
no. Commission. Buford Boys.
About 8 o'clock, an ominous sound was heard. A sound that struck. It was the call to battle. All this excitement.
But the fire of the enemy was severe, destructive.
They're
My gallant officers
starting to push
Yeah. Look at that.
down and in.
Yeah.
George McFarland.
The Union troops haven't started falling back yet.
Volunteer infantry.
Now those red lines up there, is that Confederate also?
Yeah,
Way up
they're
there?
coming.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, and then you got some down here coming for the Union. But still, that's a lot from the Confederates. And is that because they were trying to figure out the Union was where to have where the battle was going to be? Is that why?
It's fluid. There was no figuring.
Yeah. Okay, it was fluid.
Buford saw this too, Third Corps coming down.
Yeah.
This
But how
way.
did Lee know to have? Did they just have?
It just
more men?
happened. He told them not to do anything. They were wanting
No,
to
but
go.
how did it happen that Lee had more men than the Union?
He was going to invade. He was coming
Right.
to invade.
Right.
He was catching the Union down off.
Right. So the Union hadn't been fully.
No, they were off somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, there's Culp's Hill,
Yeah.
and that's where one of them was
They'll
told
they'll
to
extend
come
over.
here.
They're
and
going
then
to extend the line out into here.
Yeah.
So they'll hook around this and then go all the
So
way
that was
down.
kind of defending Gettysburg from that side a little bit, then maybe.
They're giving up Gettysburg.
Huh?
They're just trying to hold the high ground.
Oh.
That I could hear the whizzing sound it made.
And then see, eventually
But
they'll
I thought
lose.
they defended Gettysburg, the Union.
No, they give up Gettysburg.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they moved to here. They're all down through.
Oh, okay.
They come on and then they swing around and they move down along.
But the Union won this area, though, right?
Yeah, they did because the
they
Union
held the-
Army was here and then the
And they
Confederates.
couldn't advance any further.
Yeah, and they come attack.
Yeah. Oh, this room's warm.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like the
She said
heat.
something about the heat was on.
Oh, like in that other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the last stand before they fall back.
Yeah.
Enemy's lines continue to advance steadily across the space between the two crests. As your second line did not halt,
See, so here they're falling back.
Charles Lane, 1st New York Light Artillery.
See, they're all being pushed.
Oh, yep,
Back.
yep, yeah.
And then they're all gonna go back into,
Seminary Ridge
Yeah.
blazed with a solid sheet of flame, and the missiles of death that swept its western coast. No
Yeah, it
human being
shows the
stood in door.
timeline here.
Captain Robert Beecham, 2nd Wisconsin Volunteer Infantry.
Yeah, they did swarm Gettysburg. The Confederates did it. So.
But about 3 p.m., Battery B, 4th Regular Artillery, commanded by Lieutenant Stewart, came to our
Rammer and
assistance.
Sponge, where's that?
over here, the big pull.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
They'd use the sponge,
Yeah.
they'd get the sponge in
Yeah.
the bucket,
Yeah.
and put out the embers in the barrel.
That's what they do.
And then they would
Okay.
put
the new one in.
They'd put, usually these would have the powder, like a
Yeah.
little bag with them, so they'd put it all with one and then they'd shove it down.
Yeah.
It'd be like normally it'd be like a little baggie attached to that.
Okay.
That'd be the powder and they'd shove it down in there. And then they would stick a hole in it and then they'd
Yeah.
put something in there. So, you know, some of that started shifting.
Yep.
So now they're all in Gettysburg.
Martin
And
Luther
then you can
College.
see up in Coltsville, they started there, and then they're starting to form their line along.
I think this is the strongest position by nature upon which to fight a battle that I ever saw.
See, they're starting to form their line
Yeah.
on Cemetery Ridge.
Yeah.
The United States Army.
See, this would have been nice to have had. Was there a map in the book?
Yeah, there was.
I should have been looking at the map a
I was
little
showing
bit.
you a little bit.
I know you was.
Well, no, a Confederate soldier found this
Oh, on Dirt
Bible
Lane.
on a dirt lane and placed it on
On
a
the
shelf.
shelf.
Then we stopped on Rose Hill. We were
Huh.
drenched to the skin and oh so
Oh, it's
very
pretty.
tired and hungry.
Oh, I'd like to look
The
inside
shells
it.
and bullets began to fall, so our wandering began again. Our poor faithful
I mean, look at all the-
sport could no longer walk. So we children took turns in carrying him.
We are taking this magical transport cube up. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Is it magical? It's a box. Look, it opened. There's lights in here.
I do agree.
Yeah.
Gonna transport us back in time.
Uh-huh.
We just said that caregivers of every description cared for the
Yeah.
injured. I
Yeah.
see men too doing that.
Yeah, everybody came.
It's the numbers. The Union Army had 2.9 million men. Over 360,000 died. And the Confederate forces numbered about 1 million and experienced about. So the Union did have more, but the Confederate experienced about 260,000 deaths.
Jeremiah Hoffman, 142nd Pennsylvania.
Lieutenant Colonel George Clark, 151st Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry.
He's playing on his phone.
I did not receive any
I
refreshments.
bet you he's reading his Bible. I think it's playing already.
Of the least shadow of civil
I
volunteer.
don't know, some of these guys look pretty bad.
My first recollection of the hospital at Gettysburg Seminary.
Right down to
is that
the.
our doctors had
Oh,
no
wow,
instruments.
yeah.
They were taken prisoner. 142nd Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry.
So even when the Confederates overtook this area,
Yeah, they took it all with them.
But they didn't overtake this hospital.
No, they
left
just
it.
took all their stuff, so they couldn't care for anybody.
Yeah, but still, at least they had a building,
Yeah.
you know, to be in.
I lay on the floor.
The surgeons.
Today, the people out of the country began to bring.
Robert John Durkin was wounded at Gettysburg, July 1st by a and extracted
At
the
the
ball.
time when the Civil
On
War,
February 19th,
surgery was crude but
1864.
effective.
Okay, room 4, the nurses.
And to add to the misery, no food has been served for several days. The little we have will not go far with so many. What can we do?
Has become less. When is it going to heal up? God only knows. Pain, bad.
This is probably where Colonel McFarland,
Lieutenant
he was
Colonel
the
George McFarland, 151st Pennsylvania Volunteer Infantry.
he was the last one to leave here. No, I think that was the people that lived here.
Room occupied by General Kimball. Some ladies of intensely loyal inclinations, Colonel Robert Powell.
Yeah. So
5th
while he
Texas
was
Infantry.
laying in here, it says a solid artillery shot
August
crashed
18th.
through the window and
It was
passed
very
directly
cold
over him.
outside, and I had to cover with a sheet.
Okay.
I
So
am
that
still
evening,
confined as closely as
Surgeon
ever.
Lakely
My stomach
amputated
about
McFarland's
2/3
right
healed
leg.
over, and my left leg is still
And
suppurating
then
back.
Mrs. Harris
The wound has become less, but when
wrote
is
to
it going to
McFarland's
heal up?
wife informing her of his
God only
condition.
knows.
So
Thursday,
Addie
August
McFarland
20th.
arrived at the seminary
My
on July
pain
10th
was so
with her
great
3-year-old
that
son
I did
John
not
and
sleep
1-year-old
apart.
daughter Emma.
I never
She
had
nursed
greater.
her husband and was around
Friday,
him.
August 21. Pain bad as ever.
Yes, Mother. I am here, a prisoner of war and mortally wounded.
The Battle of Gettysburg offered few opportunities for soldiers to bury their dead. Confederates in retreat left most of their comrades where they fell. Over the next several weeks, soldiers of the 11th and 12th Corps of the Army of the Potomac and contracted teams of civilians buried most of the dead on the field of battle in long trenches. It was gruesome work. Bodies quickly decomposed in the heat and rain of the Gettysburg summer. Flies and maggots covered the dead. The stench of rotting flesh was everywhere. Embalming companies set up operation next to the hospitals, doing a brisk business preserving bodies for shipment to distant homes. Anguished families seeking loved ones that had been reported killed, wounded, or missing descended on the town. Anna Hannes journeyed from northern New York in search of her husband Elias and son DeGrasse. Both served as privates in Company C of the 147th New York. After frantic searching, she learned of her husband's death from wounds received on July 1st. In hope of finding her son among the masses of wounded, Anna stayed and became a nurse. She never found 19-year-old DeGrasse King, who died in the desperate fighting at the railroad hut. I don't know if it's DeGrasse or Degrassi.
I don't know. So the Soldiers National Cemetery was only for Union soldiers. The Confederates died remained where they fell, buried in shallow graves. A Virginia by birth, local physician Dr. John W. C. O'Neill cared for the Confederate wounded after the battle and then recorded location of the rebel graves in his appointment books.
Samuel Weaver had the contract to move the bodies of Union soldiers to the new cemetery. In the course of his work, Weaver also recorded the burial locations of Confederate soldiers. Between 1871 and 1873, his son, Dr. Rufus Weaver, worked with Confederate Ladies' Aid Societies and the Hollywood Cemetery Memorial Association to recover and move the remains of 3,320 Confederates. Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia is the final resting place for the majority of those removed. Seminary students at Gettysburg came from all over the United States, but most are from communities settled by German immigrants in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia, and the Carolinas. So there's probably a German presence here.
So, Pearl, you think coming and visiting the Seminary Museum is well worth it?
Yes, a lot of history information.
Definitely spend a little extra money for the tour. You have to get a slot. You got to do like a reservation if you want to make sure you get in. I don't think you can just walk in. Well, maybe you could today, but they only let in about 10, 15 people in a group, so it's small groups.
And that's about all that can fit.
All it can fit up there, so there's not that many can go at a time, so that's why it's about 30-minute tour. And
very good. The lady we had she was very informative.
Yeah, I'm feeling they all are.
Very good. Yeah, I have the feeling
so. Anyways, definitely worth the time and the money, and so that's it from Seminary Ridge
Museum.
Yep. Give us a thumbs up if you liked our video, and please subscribe by clicking the circle with our pictures on it. Thank you.